Thank you so much, ladies. While you at home try to figure out how you can use all that new decor jargon that you just learned and pass it off as your own, let's get into a classic.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Who says we can't have dessert for breakfast?
Oh.
We know that we can have dessert for breakfast on the show because we do it like every second day. And this morning we are paving the way to a unique approach to breakfast. Clover Classic Frozen Granola Cheesecake Bites.
Oh.
Wrap your head around that. The freshest and most delicious way to start your morning. So Zozo, are you ready?
Chef Graham, I am here. I'll be your assistant
We've had
today.
some fun. Okay, you've got to bear with us because today has been an exciting show. There's been a lot going on, this incredible empowerment platform. So we've been a little distracted, but Courtney came and gave me the lowdown. Okay, so Chef Courtney has taught me how to do this. I'm going to depart. No, it's actually so simple. Okay, so we start with our Clover Classic. A winner. We're going for the vanilla flavor profile here, which I think is perfect to counterbalance the kind of cheesecakey flavors that we're going for.
Do a cup?
1 cup for now. I mean, this thankfully isn't like a baking thing where your measurements are going to determine the outcome. It's more of a flavor balance, and this is what our foodie team feels is the best balance.
Fantastic.
Absolutely beautiful stuff. And of course, when you're working with ingredients like Clover Classic Dairy Snack, it is delicious all the time. Beautifully smooth, creamy, and yes, it can be a dairy snack or it can be a dairy meal. I'll go through half a tub easily. Perfect breakfast, desserts, any time of the day, and you can use any Clover Classic Dairy Snack flavor that you love, and you can even add your favorite fruits into that mix. And we are going for some fresh blueberries because they are just awesome, and they create little pockets of like exploding joy. Okay, so we've got our yogurt in. Now we've got our cream cheese.
Oh, yes, because that's going to bring that cheesecake element.
Yeah, exactly, and I love a frozen cheese. Are you a baked or a frozen, like a fridge cheesecake?
I just love cheesecake.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. We democratized
But I
cheesecake,
also love a good crust on a cheesecake.
Sure, and that's why we brought in the element of the granola. So you're getting the textural elements. There's a truant, but it's a lot healthier. But we do jazz it up just a little bit. Okay, and obviously it does require a bit of elbow grease there. So I would let your cream cheese, like a butter or something like that, get to a nice room temperature so that you can work it through.
Definitely.
And then it's just a little bit of elbow grease. Then going into our mixture is going to be our lemon curd, which you can start mixing through.
Adding it all together. I love recipes like this.
Yeah, mengom.
Meng à la sang.
So together. And this is quite bougie for a breakfast. So if you've got like mates coming over for a breakfast on the weekend or a brunch type vibe, and you want to do something different that feels like you're cheating, but you're still getting some good nutrition in there, great. And then a little bit of our granola once that's, yeah, there we go.
There we go. I should have turned to the whisk a long time
I know, I had a bit
ago.
of a whisk mishap earlier, so I'm always a little bit nervous.
I did arm day yesterday. You did not.
Every day is arm day. I love it. Then our granola is going to go in, and you can start to mix that through. And we're not doing layers here, but you could do layers if you want. You could kind of top it in the end with the granola, so you've got that as the base.
I love how we're
look at that.
simplifying this recipe by just mixing it all together. Now, do we add our berries already?
So here is the kicker. So I actually had the brainwave of thinking that you put them in at the end once our pockets are full, but no, Courtney has come up with a beautiful plan to ensure that they don't just sink to the bottom once they're in the mixture, and that is by coating them in icing sugar. So we're going to dip these guys
in there
into icing sugar, and then pop them in.
So we're not really adding the icing sugar.
Not the icing sugar,
them.
just coating the blueberries, because that essentially is going to create kind of a nice, almost a bit of friction on the surface of the berry, so it can't slide down. So this is like an exercise in physics as much as baking. We normally say baking is a science. Well, we're approaching it from a different angle. And look, no one's going to hurt you if they get extra icing sugar in there. So just feel free to rock on.
Okay.
And as I said, if you've got berries that you like, especially berries that are in season or berries that are pushing towards the end of their lifespan, there's always like 5 or 6 blueberries or mulberries or strawberries sacrificed because you don't get to them. Freeze them, keep them for this sort of thing. I would even introduce a little bit of banana here. I think that's great. I gave you like almost an impossible motor skill task, but then you can spend the rest of the day finding your little berries. And then obviously we don't want to kind of bruise or damage our berries too much, so just fold them through into our beautiful mixture. And that's it. When you bite into that, you're going to get these beautiful
berries.
bursts of...
I'm like fishing out all the berries.
You do realize
There's one
because
more.
we don't waste stuff. So this icing sugar will be used in a bake later, and then suddenly
then
there's going to be
random
one
blueberries
blueberry
will come out
in
of
a
it.
chocolate cake, which is fine. It's a little prize. And there we go. And we've got it. I think I'm actually going to just...
Now, this is not a baked cheesecake, so we're going to put these in our cute little molds.
And then pop it in the freezer, yo.
Oh, in the freezer. There you go. Finish it off with a sprinkle of some white chocolate. I mean, we've got the finished ones here. I feel like I need to give this a try.
Yeah, I feel like you have to. Ooh, there was a bit of a crack there, eh? So we'll be round them off with a little bit of white chocolate if you want something like a dark chocolate to counterbalance, a bit more intense. You know your vibe.
I love
Maybe
white
even a
chocolate.
little bit of caramel or something like that, but just...
This is really delicious. Obviously cold, it's frozen.
Yeah.
But it's so good in terms of sweetness balance. I'm actually getting more of the sweetness from the chocolate on the top.
Oh, really?
But the berry is there, it's frozen, it pops in your mouth, and I love that there's a bit of texture with our granola that you've used. So these are really delicious.
Well done. Oh, we nailed one. So we got one right. Well done. And of course, you can make as many as you want and pack them, in a little cooler bag, take it to work, enjoy wherever, whenever. We're calling it a dessert breakfast, but it's up to you. And if you want to find this very cool, cool recipe, you can head over to expressoshow.com, go and try it out. And post pictures, please, for us.
Made with love by Clover.